Okay, I'm Sivaram. In this video, I'm going to explain about this automated agri project. Here in this project, this is the we are using Arduino board, relay board, Raspberry Pi, and three sensors, which is this is temperature and humidity module. This is a ultrasonic sensor module, and another thing is soil moisture module. Here in this, first of all, we will come with basics. What is Arduino? In this, Arduino is a slave board. It will collect all the data which is coming from all the three sensors, or how many sensors we can add to this. Here, first of all, if you check this Arduino, these are pins. In Arduino, we have analog pins and digital input-output pins. Analog pins are connected to that sensors, so that it will collect the data from the sensors, and digital input outputs are to give input and output to this Arduino and to any other thing. And this is the LAN cable or USB port, and this is the power. And here every sensor is connected, and we are using this breadboard for giving that ground and 5-volt connection, because in Arduino board we can get only 2 grounds and one 5-volt pin and one 3.3-volt pin. So we are using breadboard here for connection, and here we are also using a Bluetooth module to check that output or data through Bluetooth terminal. And here this is the relay board. Relay board is like a switchboard, automatic switchboard. The data will be coming from sensors to that Arduino. Arduino is programmed in such a way that if the condition is not satisfied, or if the condition satisfies, it will automatically tell the relay board to switch on or switch off. And this is a function of this Arduino board, to collect the data from the sensors and making function of this relay board automatically according to that condition in the Arduino board. And here we are using a Raspberry Pi. The main function of this Raspberry Pi in this function in this project is to make the data which is coming from the Arduino to the Raspberry Pi online, or to make the data, put the data online or in database. Here this Raspberry Pi is a master board in this project. Raspberry Pi can do the both work as like Arduino also, but to make it easy we are using both Arduino and Raspberry Pi to make it a little bit simpler. If not, it will be a little bit complicated if we connect the sensors to this Raspberry Pi. So the data from this Arduino will be again coming to this Raspberry Pi. What this Raspberry Pi will do is this send the every data which is coming from Arduino to the file base. Here we are using file base because the data coming from the sensors is very less. It's like around bits. So we are using file base. If you want to expand the memory, or if you want scalability, we can go for cloud also. If once the data is in the cloud or file base, we can view the data in any app or in any laptop using net from anywhere in the world. And also we are going to prepare making an app for this file base, so that we can view the data, and also we can control this everything manually also from anywhere in the world. And here this Raspberry Pi, we are going to connect this Arduino to the Raspberry Pi using a USB port. We can also connect the Raspberry Pi using these serial ports, GIP ports, but to make it simpler, we are going to connect the Arduino to Raspberry Pi using USB port, so that the connections will be easy for us, and data will also be fast. So we can also connect the Arduino to this Raspberry Pi through using Wi-Fi, but we are not using that, but we are going to use only USB port. And this is the setup for this project, and I will explain about the sensors now. This is ultrasonic sensor. What ultrasonic sensor do in this project is, it will sense that level of water in the water tank. If the water level is very low, that means it will sense the data distance as very high. So if that water level is low, it will automatically give the data to that Arduino, and Arduino will check, oh, the water is less, so I mean the distance is less, very high, so the motor should on. It will activate this relay board, so the relay board will activate, and the motor will be on, and it will feed the water automatically. Once the water reach the certain level, the sensor will detect that the water is up to level, and it will give a data to this Arduino. Arduino will make that relay board off, and this is the function of ultrasonic sensor here. And now I'm going to tell about soil moisture sensor. This soil moisture sensor will be placed in the soil. It will be detecting the soil moisture every second. The data from the soil moisture sensor will be given to this Arduino. The Arduino will be checking the condition whether the soil moisture is up to level. Suppose if the soil moisture is very less, it will give data to the Arduino, and Arduino will automatically switch on this drip irrigation system. So once the water moisture in the soil come up to a maximum level or normal, it will automatically off the drip irrigation system. And this is the function of a soil moisture sensor. And now I am going to explain about the temperature and humidity sensor. This sensor will be checking the temperature and humidity in that area every second, and the data will be given to the Arduino. In this Arduino will be programmed in such a way that if the temperature is high or low, it will be giving you data. Suppose the humidity is very less in the surroundings, or humidity will be very low in that area, it will the Arduino will switch on this relay board such that it will switch on the humidifier, and if the temperature is more, it will turn on the sprinkler. And we can also expand the sensors in this project, but for now we are using only these three sensors for a demo purpose. And this is about this project. That's it about this project. Thank you.